Hi guys, it's Freya here. Good morning. I was up early and I've been thinking about the use of labels. So I thought I'm gonna have a little chat here about it. So, as you know from my previous videos, I'm a firm believer that we label ourselves with beliefs that don't serve us, beliefs that about ourselves that we picked up intuitively in our childhood and early years of development, and we carry them around with us. So, and they are heavy labels. They seem to define us, and we act accordingly. So, what are these labels? Why do we need them? It's basically we have the need of defining ourselves, who we are, in order to be recognized and also to recognize others, because we not only label ourselves but also others around us. So according to those labels, we match up then with people we think have the same labels. So some of these labels are probably things like my age is this, I'm male or female, I have certain preferences about life, about food, about things. So they're all labels. And then so we go out there, we're stuck with all these labels, and we try to find people to match up with. And it's fascinating. This is how we define ourselves. And we basically put ourselves in a box. And the more labels there are, the tighter the box. And then we try to match up with people in other boxes. And sometimes with some things it works, and a lot of times it doesn't. Because where do these labels come from? Who makes them up? We pick them up somewhere in, media and advertising maybe, or something somebody else says, and then we take them on board. But we don't have to. It's actually fascinating when you look at how Tinder works. People have in their profiles, I surf, I like sushi, I like pizza, I watch Netflix. Those are all labels. And it's just, why are we defining ourselves like that? And also, is this who we want to be? Because a lot of the times we don't. Why don't we create labels that about the person we want to be and then act accordingly? So instead of I'm this age, is it like I'm ageless, I'm playful, I'm happy? Those are all labels too, but they're good labels. They make you feel good. Other labels are just boring, and you attract the same people through that. And it's boring too. Why do we have this need of belonging to a certain social group, and therefore we attach ourselves with these labels that seem to match that group? And I imagine this comes from way, 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 way back, where belonging to a tribe means survival. But we don't have, this is not the Stone Ages. Stone Ages? Yeah. We don't have to go out and hunt the mammoth anymore. Fire is already there. So why are we still so afraid of being an individual and not having to belong to a boxed group? It's not about survival anymore. Maybe emotional survival, but you can work on that. It's like it's not life threatening anymore. So just use good labels and not the ones that you think you need. And in order to find good labels, you need to also know who you are or who you want to be. Be who you want to be, and attach labels that are more generic. It opens up so many more opportunities to meet interesting people. It's fascinating. It's actually quite funny because I've been on Tinder for a little while, and at some point I thought it might be cool to, because I love people, and I thought it would be cool to open my profile up to girls as well. But when I realized that, it suddenly all this stuff came up like, okay, what are you then? Are you lesbian? Are you bi friendly? Are you bi curious? And I was like, oh, what? Uh, I just like beautiful individuals, and that's it. So I thought what would open up opportunities was just sort of going into like, okay, which box are you? And I get it. It's like being open and out there means that you have the sense of you need security because what if someone is interested and they are this and they are not gay and they're this and something. People need security, but is it really security? And are you happy? I think we can only feel secure if we know who who we are, and can define ourselves the way we want it. So use good labels and not rubbish ones that are not yours, or don't label at all. That's quite hard, but then maybe not. It's so much easier than having to come up with labels. So be without labels. That's the way. Bye.